Hey there and welcome. So we created the getAllProducts CRUD function in the previous video, and if we also want to be able to get a specific product, an individual one for, let's say, a detail page or something, it's pretty easy because we can copy this one and we can make a new function here called getProduct by ID, and we can really use this filtering to make it more specific so that we can filter on ID or maybe something else. So we could also make some sort of generic function that will allow us to pass in a query. But let's start just by getting all the products and having this this ID. And it looks much similar to the one we had before, but one thing we need to modify here, maybe we should do a constant here to put this into. So if we do an ID value here, we can say that we want this to be in the parameters. So this time we're going to use the request and the parameters. So we have an option to actually specify parameters in our request, and we can give this to the find method in Mongo. So we can specify that the filter should be ID, should be equals or colon be equals to this ID that we have found here. We could also just put the request params ID directly in here, and it would save maybe a line or something, but let's keep this for now. The reason why it says _ID in the properties and the value is because if we head over to Mongo, we can see that the ID is called _ID, which is a term that Mongo uses for their object ID. So this is what we're looking for, what we need to specify in our filter. So if we copy this value, this is the ID, and we go back, let's see here, retrieving, we have this ID, we have there. Yes, so let's modify this error, retrieving product by ID. And let's go over to our routes and let's write here router get and when we need to specify this in the router, we make a slash, and then we make a colon and then ID. This will indicate to Express that there will be a parameter after products and that we need to fill it out. So if we think we can just extend this here, get product by ID. Yep. Get product by ID makes sense. So this should be okay. If we go to the Postman and we create a new request, let's see here. Get product by ID. Let's put it like this. Localhost, we can reuse one of them. And what we need to do now is we need to import a parameter into the URL here, so that it's in the params, or will be understood like this. And it's still a GET request that we're using, so we need to put products like this. So let's see what happens if we hit to that. So we can see here we got one product, and I think if we get all the products, we can find number 2 if we copy the ID and we use this instead. We should be able to find product 2. Yes. So another way to use the filter to specify a certain property and its value that we get this. And maybe just do this correctly. Retrieve a product by its ID. Yes. And let's just save this one here. So I hope you make this work and have fun. Bye-bye.